Uh,
So there's different megahertz also that work with certain chakras. So there's certain hertz like the 432 for the heart chakra. Then there's ones, there's specific ones, like you can even tune guitars and tune like different instruments to, like bowls have certain tones that work for specific parts of our being.
I had seen that the other day where they showed the megahertz or the hertz for your chakras, your different chakras, to be able to activate and to be able that's awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually, I believe we can heal ourselves. I'm not here to heal anyone. I'm just here to be the guide on how I've done it for myself, right? And this is what worked for me. So I just kind of, open that door for others to explore. But I believe that we can heal ourselves completely through mantras, through mindset, through like shifting our perspective and like opening ourselves up to really being able to embody love and self-love, our past, our present, our future. Because a lot of the times the things that we're creating is based on the stories that we've lived and the traumas and the pain that we're still carrying so deeply within us. So being able to have compassion for that version of you that maybe didn't do the right thing in that moment, right? And being able to forgive yourself,
right,
releases all that pain and that judgment and like that difficulty that we've been carrying in our hearts for so long.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think that we can heal ourselves, and we're always looking for someone else, for someone to heal us, some expert or whoever it may be. But whenever you're sick with just a simple, maybe a cold or whatever, a cough, if you just have a good environment, sit yourself down, relax, your body will heal itself. When you get cut, what does your body do? It heals itself.
Yeah.
I think 99% of what happens to you, any kind of sickness or some event, it's all on you. You can heal yourself.
Yeah.
Whether it's
And a lot of the times we've been ignoring the signs, right? Because we're so desensitized from ourselves that we don't even like pay attention to what our body is telling us when it is asking us to slow down, or, hey, this doesn't feel good. How long has that not felt good before you realize that it turned into a tumor or it turned into something like very serious, right? Also, going back to what you're saying, something that totally changed my life was water. And water fasting to heal my body and heal myself. And that's was part of the journey with detoxing from my breast implants, was discovering the power of water and allowing my body to be with itself. And with that, it healed, right? Not reaching out for supplements and drugs and this and that no, just simplicity of water and allowing the body to heal itself.
So tell me more about this water fasting. I think it's becoming such a big thing, fasting, and a lot of history, a lot of religious text talks about fasting, but there's a lot more scientific evidence to support fasting, and people might see fasting as something where, no, how can you say fasting is good for you? So many people suffer from eating disorders, and going a while without nourishing your body is not healthy. It's not good for you. So can you tackle some of these misconceptions for people?
Yeah. Well, the first one I want to tackle is science and scientific evidence, because before all of that existed, we had real shamans and intuitive healers and people that were totally healing on a quantum level by using their intuition and tuning into the elements that we have. And so I'm a firm believer that we have so much in Western and scientific literature to still discover. We're just putting it all together now. We're realizing the magic that lies within what we already have, which is we're freaking superheroes, and we have our superpowers, right?
Yeah.
And with fasting, so what happens is pretty much our body, we're constantly feeding it. We're constantly giving it food and nourishment for energy. And it duplicates itself, and it uses that food for energy. Okay. So after certain hours, you're depleted, and then your body asks for food again. So you feed yourself. If you don't feed yourself,
You die.
Exactly. Most people think they're going to die. But what happens is after a certain period, your body starts to go into ketosis.
Okay. What's ketosis?
So ketosis is pretty much when your body is pulling out. Let me word this right. So ketosis is when you don't have any more sugars in your body, and so it starts pulling fat and burning that for energy.
Oh, okay. And is that like? So it burns fat for energy.
Yeah. So pretty much it starts using all of its storage for energy.
Okay. So fats for energy. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
And so then your body over time starts to go into autophagy.
Autophagy. Okay. What's autophagy?
So autophagy is when your body starts to eat it, like pretty much go deeper and clean itself out. So your body has a really powerful mechanism, which is that, and your cells will go in and be like, oh, there's gunk stored here. There's fat, like there's stuff stored here. Oh, look at this little mass here that's been sitting here, and like it's causing a lot of inflammation and causing a lot of pain. And look at all this mucus that's around the chest area, and look at all this stuff that's around these breast implants. Oh, let's clean it up. Let's use this for energy and start to clean the body through this state.
So cleaning house.
Yeah, it cleans it's like exactly. It's its own proper cleaning mechanism. And so when you don't have food, it doesn't have that source of energy. So it starts to use all this stored stuff as energy. It's going to preserve your muscle mass. It's going to preserve your organs. It's going to preserve your brain. It's going to preserve everything. You're not going to like all of a sudden just like eat away your whole stomach. Like it doesn't work like that. But your brain goes places, right?
Right. I think your brain also consumes a lot of energy. So people think that when you don't eat, you're going to hurt yourself.
And also your brain is made of a ton of water, mostly water. And it does use carbs as energy. It requires a lot of carbs. It's a simple source of fuel. Primarily your brain does use that. But with water, you are able to live weeks, months, literally. Without food.
Yeah, no, I had heard actually, I think it was like 5 years ago, these scientists won the medical Nobel Prize for discovering autophagy. And yeah, now it's a well documented event in the body that occurs when you fast, that your body does clean house when you don't have any nutrients coming in, because I think something like 80% of your immune system is in your digestive tract, right?
Exactly. And so it helps regenerate. It helps regenerate everything. Your immune system, it helps balance your metabolism, your hormones, gives you mental clarity. It helps bring back your circadian rhythm, your sleep cycle. It strengthens everything. Like, I can't tell you how powerful fasting has been for me on a physical level, on a mental level.
Well, tell me, we're here. Tell me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Tell me.
Well,
all of it.
So the first couple times I was freaking out because I definitely had eating disorders growing up. So my first thought process was, all right, I got this gunk in my body. I got to get this out. I have parasites with my gut. I've got like fungal issues with my gut. Like candida, like everything, my body was just really imbalanced because of my implants, primarily. And so I found water fasting through my research, and I noticed that during the new moon and through the full moon, my gut was really sensitive. Like, I naturally wanted to fast during these lunar cycles, and sometimes my stomach would just swell up and like be really in pain, and I couldn't figure out why, but I knew that it was during those times of the month. Okay. Right? Not just my time of the month, but like the lunar cycles. And so I just started fasting and doing some research, found a friend who was doing group fasting, but that was with coffee, and then they would break and eat like huge meals, and it was not the best transition out, in my opinion. And again, I had that like fear of eating disorder coming back and doing it for the wrong reasons, because in the past I would starve myself, fast, and then I would break it and binge eat everything you could imagine because I was going in for the wrong reasons, right? Okay. It was more like weight loss or like be skinny and like I ate too much this weekend or whatever. And so this time I was like, well, I want to help my body heal itself right now. Like, I want to get rid of this stuff. So first couple times I did it, it was okay. I felt better. But then I started creating protocols and regimens around going in and out of the fast and what is going to support my fast. Like, how can I support my mind, my body, my spirit, like baths, doing lymphatic massages, doing dry brushes, tongue scraping, oil pulling. These were all different things that we can help our body detoxify itself.